morning. This the next day. I already woke up in the early morning to put it to dry again. So I'm already letting this one dry. It's almost done. Like I said, I'm not gonna leave it into a cardboard. So it's almost dry. I'm gonna take it out of the sun already, because I don't want it to turn into a cardboard. Right now it's flexible like a carpet rug. I ended up putting this weight, like a little stool, because it was kind of starting to get wrinkled, but I'm not letting it get wrinkled like that. So I'm making it flat, so I'm putting weight on it while it dry. Right here is already dry in the front, but right here in the back is almost getting to dry, so I'm just waiting right here. On this spot I could feel like it's still moist, but it's already looking nice. It's already ready to put it on the floor. So the other ones is almost ready to get washed, just like I did to this one. I don't know if you could see all the yellow spots. The fat is already drying up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to be using this stone. Scrape off, use a little bit of water, scrape all the fat, the leftover. I already gave it a wash with water, just water, to remove all the like eggs, the egg yolk. So right now just removing all the leftover fat. And it's not dry completely. I don't leave it dry completely. There's still fat right here, as you can see. I'm gonna take it off with the knife. So right now I'm just trying to get as much as I can of this fat. See how it peels off? See? And if you can, just keep on. Just leave it like that and just continue on as much as you can. See how it's turning white when you peel off the skin? So never let it dry completely, so just go around it, remove all the dead skin. So I already went around it. I used a little bit of water just to moisture it, so it won't be too dry. I'm not too worried about the fat around here, the edges. So, because I could remove it with a knife, not the flesh knife, the small knife. Since it's a smaller knife, I could reach into the corners where I can't reach with the big one. So now what I'm gonna do is stretch it out. So what I'm gonna do now, like stretch it like this all around. Give it a good pull. Right from the edges and just like that. By doing it like that, you're actually stretching it. See? I'm stretching it out. So now you're gonna get this stick and use the rounded part and just go around it like this, so you could flat out the sides. You could stretch it more if you want, but I'm doing this to show you guys to so it won't be wrinkly on the edges. So you just go around it. You could go in the middle too. See how flat you leave it, and just go around it in the middle. It's still kind of fat right here, so I'm gonna remove it. But right now I'm just giving it a good stretch. Since this one doesn't need to be sewed because it doesn't have no holes, I'm gonna start cutting the excessive meat, or I mean skin. I'm gonna start cutting the excessive skin. I will show you right now, since this one doesn't need to be sewed, so I'll be showing you how I cut the excessive skin that I don't need, where to cut, so the sheep skin could look like a rug, and it could look very beautiful, so it won't look like you have all this. So right now it can be greasy. Like I said, you have to let it dry in the hot sun so it could turn into a cardboard type. So you can see it's all white right now. It's super greasy. I don't know if you can see how shiny it looks. So yeah, just go around it. Just go around the edges. If you want, you could give it a good stretch. Just grab from the sides and just pull like this, just from corner to corner in the middle, so you could have a big rug, a stretch out rug. Probably in the summer I had to change the method because it could shrink because of the heat. So probably gonna have to put it in pallets and stretch it in pallet, which I will show you another method once summer hits. But for right now, since it's winter, I'm just showing you this one. So all I'm trying to do is get all the edges so it won't be so wrinkly. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut the excessive skin, since I already stretched it out, and try to remove all the fat, all this fat. So little by little they're gonna dry up, like the ones over there. It's almost getting dry and there's no more grease on the other ones. So they're gonna be ready to go wash. So I'm gonna start on this one. I'm gonna flip it to the side so you guys could see how I cut it. So basically what you're gonna do right here is cut all this part, and a little bit behind the tail. I don't know, you can see like there's flesh behind it right here. So I'm gonna start from the sides first so you guys could get an idea where to cut. Okay, so I'm gonna get to cutting. Alright, so you cut from here. If you're not really sure where to cut, just push the fur behind. Always watch your fingers. So this is basically the skin that you don't want. So you'll see right now how it looks. See how it looks from the side. So that's how you cut it. Still have to cut over there by the corner, like right there. So I already cut it. So you'll see right now how it looks. So that's how it looks. Like that. So now I have to cut the other side. So see, like, kind of cut the fat, the leftover. That's why I didn't scrape the fat on the sides where I know where I'm gonna cut, for the same reason. So now I'm gonna cut the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut the other side right here. Like I said, be careful with your fingers. Like I said, if you don't know where to cut, just pull the fur back so you can know where to cut. See? All this fur, skin that I don't need. You'll see how it's gonna look right now. Sometimes you have to get a little cuts right here on the sides. You'll see for yourself how it looks. I'll cut this part. So the fat. Now I'm gonna cut this piece in the back behind the tail, like on the side of the tail. Probably I could cut this fat too. carefully without making a hole. See, let it dry out. Nothing but fat. So like I said, I'm gonna remove the side of the tail. Just pull the skin back. You'll start from here and just cut it around here without cutting the tail. Like all this, carefully. See, moved all the flesh that I don't need. Now to see the other side how it looks. I don't think it requires just to remove this fat, but I'm gonna wait a little bit more until it kind of dries up, so I could know where to cut. Well, probably I could cut this part carefully. There you go, all the fat. And then you extend it to see where you miss. You want to cut more. But I think I did a good job right here. See how it's looking. So that's how it looks. So now I'm gonna cut a little bit of the by the top, by the neck. It looks kind of messy right here, the cuts. So I'm gonna try to go like this, like that. Try to go straight, so it won't be like uneven. Look at how long it looks right here, and over here there's nothing, and over here is. So I'm gonna cut it from here straight like that, so it could be even. So that should be it, and then it should look like this. So I'm just gonna cut this part like this, so it could be even. But that's how you cut the sheepskin. That's how I cut all of them, all these. They're almost getting ready to be washed for the last time. I'm just waiting for the yellow spots to go away, so it could like evaporate or dry up. I still have to sew the other one, so I'm not gonna let it dry just yet because I have to sew it. But this one is already ready, almost ready to wash for the last time, and that should be it. But for right now, I'm just gonna cut this last piece, and that's it. Alright, so I cut it straight as much as I can. First, it might come out a little bit because you cut a little bit, but it's nothing too bad. So this is how you do it. Look at how it looks. So yep, that's how the sheepskin looks like. Like that, just like the rest of them. Now I'm just gonna flip it over, let it dry out. Look at all the grease on the floor, so I'm gonna turn it and let it dry up so I could turn like the other ones over there. So that's how it looks. So all this gets thrown away. Or probably I could just leave it over there by the grass and the crows. I realize that crows like to eat all this. Since it doesn't have no chemicals, so it's free food for them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's free. My dogs like to eat this fat too, but I'd rather just leave it for the animals, for the crows. I'm just gonna cut it more into little pieces so they could eat it better, like eat it more, so they could eat it more easily. Doesn't have no chemicals anyway, so just salt. Gives it a good seasoning flavor, you know. Doesn't have no chemicals. As long as it doesn't have no chemicals, animals should be okay to eat. So I'm gonna go throw it over there, and then in a couple minutes the birds or the crows are gonna come and pick it up. So all this meat does not go to waste. All this, some good meat. Okay, so now I'm gonna start sewing these 3 holes. I'm gonna get white since this is white flesh. If it was black, then of course I'm gonna use the black string. You also need one of these. I don't know what are these called, but it's to pressure it, then the needle, because it might be super hard to get in there because of the skin is kind of rough. So, and a scissor too, you're gonna need it to cut. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. I'm just gonna cut a little piece of string. There we go. Something like that, not too long. So I'm gonna get the needle. So you just go like this. You could have like double, like that. So now you have to get it right at the edge, like right here, and then sew it up. Go like that. Not too far away like this. You don't want to like push it like that too much, so try to get it at the edge. So this is how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so like I said, you have to go right here, kind of like in the edge. It might be a little bit hard, so you have to press it with this thing. Be careful not to poke yourself. That's the whole reason why. See, it went through. That's the whole reason why it's too much of a challenge to sew, because it takes a lot of work. Besides the other one, the other sheepskin, it's more easier because it didn't have no holes. But like I said, I refuse to, for the guys that cook this meat, I refuse for them to throw it away. So yep, that's why I'd rather save it. So always try to get the edge. And see, you just have to be pressing it with the with this metal thing that I'm holding on my finger. Always be careful. See, this skin is very, very rough. Starting to sew in. Doesn't matter, you try to get as much closer as possible, not too much, just behind the edge. So if you can't get it, well, I do double stitching, because so it could be more stronger. Because I'm gonna remember, once I'm done with this, I'm gonna start stretching it like the other one, like the one you saw. So you have to have it kind of real good so it won't come off, so the string won't come off. So always watch your fingers. I don't think I hit that one well. Oh, there we go. So I try to get the thickest needle, because if you use a more smaller needle, you're gonna bend it. So always try to use the thickest one. Try to push all the hairs inside the hole. So you do it again over and over. You could wet it a little bit if you want to keep it moist, so it could be a little bit more easier to get in there. There we go. See, how is it looking? You might have little hairs going inside, but you're not gonna be able to see it from the top. There we go. So yeah, you could wet it a little bit more, the flesh, so it could go in a little bit easy. That's why you don't have to leave it dry in the hot sun, because then you're gonna be struggling. So I'm trying to take all the little hairs outside. I'm gonna get one last right here, and then I'm gonna restitch it. I'm gonna cut another piece and restitch it. There you go, the last one right here, and then restitching it. So be careful not to lose the needle. So I don't know, you could see I had to restitch it again, but little by little it's gonna get tighter and tighter, so not to worry. I already done it before with my other flesh, with my other sheepskin. So gonna add new string. Okay, so now since I started from the top right here to sew it all the way down, now I start from the bottom and double stitch it from the bottom to the top. So this is how it's gonna be looking like. Look, you can't really see it, so you don't have to worry about it. Now I'm gonna stitch up this one, the little one. The most hardest, I realize, is the most biggest holes, because it requires more work and you always have to be like sewing it real good, and that's why it's a little bit challenging, but not impossible to fix. So now I'm just double stitching it. Now what you could do now right here, just go in the middle right here, go on like that, and just keep going like this in the middle, so it could hold on very well. When you give it that stretch, it's like it will hold on. Give it a couple more. There we go. I have to get my scissors and just cut it. So now I'm just gonna try to sew the big one, and then I'll sew the little one. Sew this one, since it's the most requires more work. Okay, so now I'm done sewing it right here and right here. I double stitched it. What you need, like I told you, this to put it in your fingers so you could like press it, and the thickest needle and the string and a scissor to cut. So now it's time to stretch it. Like I said, you're not gonna be able to see it where you sew it, so you don't have to worry about this, because it will dry up. You're not gonna be able to tell no more that much. Nobody's gonna see it, so because you're gonna have it face down. So now I'm gonna be stretching it just like the one over there. So these are getting ready to, like I said, to wash already. It's already getting to the point that it's already drying up. All the grease, the flesh is already turning white. So real soon I'm gonna have all these washed and all ready for sale. So get them ready so it could look like a rug already, how it's supposed to be. So yeah, so it's getting there. It's already drying up. So this is the one that we made yesterday. This one, the one that I had to patch, and this one that I didn't have to patch. Like I said, I had to stretch this one and cut the sides just like this one, which I already showed you. Guys. This one, I'm just gonna let it dry, so until it turns white. You can see that it's already peeling off. You can see the white already. Still a couple of fat right here, some membrane, but on our work, because over time once it dries up you could peel it off easily. So I like the feel of it. Once it gets into feel like a carton board, I could peel off certain things easily. So I'm just gonna stretch the other one, and that should be it. And probably next week I'll dry. And once they become more drier, I'm gonna wash them, and I'm gonna show you guys how it's gonna look. All these finished. All this 7 flesh finish. 7 skins, 7 rugs finished already. All these 7 rugs finished. They all have their own color. They're all beautiful. Okay, so I had to wait another day because, like I said, the weather hasn't been good. So this is how it looks like right now. All these beautiful furs. The sheepskin, I mean. So the 2 of them, the last 2 that I made, they're still drying up, which is the same process as these ones. Let it dry so it could feel like a cardboard. See, so it could look all white. So these are already ready to wash again for the last time. See, you don't want it too yellow, because if it's too yellow then you're gonna have problems with the fat, the grease. So I'm gonna start washing all these. Look at how beautiful it looks. The sheepskins are turning very beautiful. I like the colors. They have like gray, dark gray right there. I didn't dye it or anything. It's their natural color. There's brown, kind of like light brown. This one is a little bit of gray and brown. And this one is white with black. So they all have their unique colors. So I'm just gonna get on the final wash and brush. Like I said, I've been struggling filming this video because it's been windy, it's been snowing. Right now the snow is melting down already. But it's been snowing a lot. Look at the mountains filled with snow. So it's a beautiful day today to wash them. So I'm gonna get going washing with Dawn soap. The 4 of them, 4 sheepskins that I'm gonna wash right now and brush. And these ones I'm just gonna let them dry completely so it could turn like this, like hard like cardboard. So it could burn all the fat and all that grease. So this is probably gonna be the last part, second part of this video. Since you already know the process, you just let it dry and then wash it again like this one. And that's it, because I already showed you guys how to remove the membrane and all that fat, and how to throw salt. So that's in the first part of the video. So now I'm just gonna wash these last ones. Easy, just throw a little bit of soap in there with water and just wash it, rinse it off, and that's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna fully submerge this one like the other one that I did. So I'm just gonna flip it over also upside down until it softens up. These ones are not dirty with blood and debris and dirt because I already washed them. This is my 3rd time I think washing it, so it's already kind of clean. But I just want to soften it up, like, so it won't be as a cardboard. I want it to be soft like the other one that I did, which the other one is already ready to put on the floor. So I'm gonna soften this one up, and I'm gonna fully submerge it until it gets all the water. See, it's already softening up. It's not as hard as a cardboard is getting there. And then right now I'm gonna spray it with full pressure water to remove all the soap. By removing all the soap, it'll give it a nice, more cleaner look. It almost burns my eyes because of the sun, how bright it is, the fur, the white fur. Look at, very beautiful color, very white. So yeah, just gonna wait until it softens up a little bit. Look at that, super clean. I'm probably gonna reuse this water with the rest of them, since these are clean. Like I said, they don't have blood or any debris or dirt. So I'm gonna use the same water, the same soap. See, the water's not even dirty, still clean. So I'm just gonna move it around, folding it. It's already softened up. It's not like a cardboard no more, so it's going good. Then I'm gonna take it out of here and just fully pressure wash it. I'll put it on the deck. There you go. Then I'm gonna fully pressure wash it right now, and then onto the other ones, the other three, and that should be it. Okay, so I already wet all these sheepskins. So these are already ready to be used as a rug, but right now I'm just drying them up. I put weight on the front because it seems like it was getting wrinkled in the front. So I put a little bit of weight on them. But over here it looks okay. Looks like it's doing good. So like I said, never let it dry completely, or else it's gonna turn into a cardboard again. And then you have to do the process all over, washing it again. So I pressure wash and remove all the soap and brush off the debris that I still had. So now I'm just waiting. On this ones to dry up, so I could rewash them. But it's still gonna take a while, since you could see all the yellow around it. You only see white spots, certain spots. They're already drying out, but I want it to dry out completely, so I could rewash them and they'll be ready to use as rugs. Well, here you go, already dried. Almost close to dry, ready to be a carpet. See? Look at this one. Nice color. So there you go. These are the last carpets that I'm waiting for it to dry up. Okay, so this is how it looks when it's all finished. The carpet, I already give it the last wash and the last brush. Look at how beautiful it looks. So these look very nice, very comfortable. Okay, how it feels like a cloud. Yeah, my dog doesn't know what it is. But yep, that's how it looks. Okay, now I'm gonna store it in this plastic bin. These are all the 5 of them. The other 2 I'm still waiting for them to dry up so I could give them the last wash and brush them too. So these are already ready to store and to use. They're ready for use. I'm probably gonna put some powdery scent, like the one that smells like flowers or like roses, and then vacuum it so it could give it a better smell. They don't smell a lot, it's just a different smell. I don't think it's bad to use because it's not a harsh chemical. It's just powdery and then you vacuum it. So thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and give a thumbs up so you won't. Also subscribe to my channel so you guys won't miss any of my other good videos. So thanks for watching.